poppin' YouTube family? It's your boy Dwight. Welcome back to the channel. Silverback Sillage. Hope all is well with everybody. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon to be notified when I post new content. Now today I'm about to branch back off into one of my favorite houses, and that's the house of bond number 9. If you'd like to figure out which offering I'm bringing to the table, keep it locked. Well, let's get down to business. Spring being right around the corner, and we're actually having some warm days duck off into some of these chilly days here in Kansas City. And today, I'm branching back off into the house of bond number 9, and this is Riverside Drive. Here's your box presentation. And of course, if you've seen one plastic outer portion or shell to these boxes, you've seen them all. This is a 100 ml bottle. Here's your bottle presentation, which is a little different from when Riverside Drive first came out. Then they discontinued it. Then they brought it back in this bottle. Let's give it a spray. Let's give it a breakdown. 2 good sprays. Give it some air. The main accords for this one is green, woody, floral, spicy, and fresh, with top notes of violet, basil, watery fruits, heart notes of pineapple, lily of the valley, rose, base notes of oak moss, cedar wood, patchouli, and sandalwood. But what do you really get? Now this one here, a good representation of kind of what this smells like is, it's very, very refreshing with the basil note and green throughout the whole life of the fragrance. But if you can kind of think of what the outside air smells like if you walk out fresh in the morning on a dewy day, like it did some raining, the grass is wet, but you got some good, fresh, fogless air that you breathing in. That's kind of what type of vibe you get here. And then hid off, not far into the background, but behind those nuances, you do get some pineapple with this thing right here. And you get white florals surrounding that pineapple. So it's a very, very fresh, clean, springtime reminding type of scent profile. But then well off into the dry down is when the woods begin to take their portion of this fragrance with that cedar wood, a little creaminess from sandalwood, but it's more cedar wood prevalent within this fragrance here. So you do get a woody nuance, and it becomes extremely masculine well off into the dry down. And then last but not least, you get the signature bond muskiness that's in all of their fragrances. This one here will definitely be in heavy rotation in the warmer months here in Kansas City, but it's one of those ones that you don't have to wait till summer to put in the mix. To me, this one here is more spring oriented because of its freshness and the wateriness, and it's not an overbearing scent profile to the point to where when it does get warm, you can still dial up the sprays because the heat may do a number on this particular scent profile, but it's still going to smell good and fresh no matter where you are. There's no wrong time to smell like this one here. It's work friendly, Sunday service friendly, date night friendly, but especially when you're outside, when there's a nice breeze, this one here carries very well. If I'm going to give it a rating, a scale from 1 to 10, this one here is a 7.75. Right there at an 8. Only because I've ranked some other ones on this channel at that 8.5 range that I feel is a little bit better. It's not my favorite fragrance within the bond number 9 house. As far as my concern, it may make top 10. I would have to try to look at what I already have. I think I may be right at about 10 fragrances from Bond or somewhere around there. It's probably on the lower end of the ranking of those 10, but that's not because it doesn't smell good. It's just because those fragrances are amazing and their rating is higher and they fit the scent profile of something that I like within my wheelhouse a little stronger. If you have this fragrance in your collection, let me know exactly what you think about it, what you would rate it from scale from 1 to 10. If you've never got your nose on it, I definitely can tell you, you got to at least get a sample of this one right here. with spring being right around the corner. Now, I will say they normally have Bond No.9 fragrances at a good price as far as discounters on Jama Shop and also on my affiliate link with Olfactor Factory and Venba. They kind of mix match which fragrances though that they have in stock, but I will say Jama Shop tends to have more of them in stock all at one time, and that's where I bought this one from. If there's anything else within the Bond No.9 house that you think I need to get my nose on ASAP, leave a comment in the comments and let me know. But other than that, that's my time. Peace.